Hello, testing, testing. One, two, three, testing. Hello, testing, testing. One, two, three, testing. Okay, I don't know what happened. Maybe it wasn't meant for y'all to hear the first version of my story. Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be recreating this holiday glam and why I left my job on Christmas Eve. I already did one side of my face, but just the eyeshadow. So we're going to be recreating this look, and I hope you guys do enjoy. So we're going to have to start over. We're going to be using By Me, Make Me Nude eyeshadow palettes. Okay. Okay, let's start over. Okay. So, what was it? Wednesday. Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Uh, I got to my job. I left the house 30 minutes earlier because I could get a parking spot because at my job is always packed during Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, got there. I started to walk to the door, and then this horn was blowing 3 times. So, instead of her saying, Rashana, right? So, this, I'm talking about the owner. She was acting stupid. She going to tell me, here, the new manager gave you this, gave me a present. So, I'm like, what's the big deal? Like, what's going on? So, I don't know, right? So, the owner also bought me something, and she does just show how silly and unprofessional and catty she is. She could have gave it to me directly. Y'all don't know how to communicate. Y'all start stuff, and you should know better than that. But your jealousy and negativity overshadowed that, right? So, um, around my break time, the manager, which is the old manager, said, "Hey, can you step into the office? I want to speak with you for a minute." So I thought it was gonna be about something. Like, okay, let's gonna get a raise or something. Nope. Find out it's more drama. So he talking about why you talking to the new manager? Why you having a personal relationship? I said personal relationship. Like he was making it seem like I was saying something inappropriate. I was flirting with him. And I'm like, I'm trying to say, I said, what did the text message say? So, he's Korean, so their English is not really good, right? So it just rumbled together. So I'm like, I still don't understand what you're saying, what you're implying about with me and the new manager. So I'm using my concealer, y'all. Warm Honey, NYX, Can't Stop, Won't Stop. So he said that in the text that he showed that I was saying that Mr. No talked too fast. I said, okay, what's the issue? Yes, you were. So the whole thing started because last weekend they invited me for dinner, which I didn't understand because I just spoke with the owner and telling her what was going on. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I need some help, right? In the hair department, wig department. And I'm just like, y'all don't care. Y'all just want to be in my business because y'all feel like I lie. I don't have to lie at all. So, and I'm like, okay. So he said, so the old manager said that the new manager is going to send me the address where the location of the restaurant, the dinner, because he told me that uh, the new manager know all the location, the food places, you know, in in the north. So I'm like, okay, and I said, I just told him I'm not going to be able to go. So I told the new manager, I texted him, I said, hey, I thank you. I was telling Mr. No, but I don't think he understood what I was saying because, he kind of speak kind of fast. And, and I said that, okay, thank you. I'm not going to be able to go. So whatever happened that weekend, they didn't tell me. So they acting funny on Christmas Eve, right? Even down to the owner. I'm like, you should know better than that. Acting that way, petty and silly. So it shows that they talk about me when I'm not there. So they very obsessed with me. I don't know why. With black people, they really obsessed. The Koreans. So Mr. I'm gonna say Mr. T, that's the new manager, is telling them, showing a text message at the table. Say, see, she texts me, and I'm like, why are you showing that at a table? And it's no big deal because I just said that, hey, I'm not going. Mr. No didn't understand what I was implying. So I'm just letting you know I'm not going to be able to go. Which is the truth. The old manager don't know how to speak. They don't know how to speak English. They don't know how to communicate. So he telling me, the old man telling me that I don't need to have a personal relationship with the new manager because he's working at that store. Like I should only talk to him. How is that? We all working at the same company. He's gonna call me and ask me what hair do we have. I do work in the hair department. That's the only time we talk to one another. So, and I just left. I told the old manager, I said, I don't want to hear it because how y'all gonna tell me who I shouldn't talk to? And that's just really petty and how you guys just gonna start something. Y'all looking, but you're not asking. And that pissed me off because how you just going to accuse me of something? I just sent him that text. We don't have a personal relationship. You act like I'm talking to that man every day. No, I set boundaries for myself. And I say, yes, I did. I did tell him the truth. And I just told y'all that. And y'all act like y'all don't understand. Yes, he's the only one that can speak English and understand. When I speak with you all, it's like anyway and this and that. And I said that would make people don't want to work with you all because you all get big headed and just full of negative energy, not understanding where I'm coming from. If I need help, I need help. But y'all huddle up in the front. Okay, but I feel like the new manager, he didn't have no right of showing the text. And I felt like that was petty. And I also felt like that was just messy. It was just really messy. So I spoke with the owner. I had to come down because I was at home. And she said, okay, well, telling the new manager, telling him it wasn't a big deal because it was, because you acting stupid towards me, and I know how y'all are. Y'all huddle up and talk amongst yourselves. Y'all don't ask me. Y'all don't know how to ask me. So she told me, they said, well, don't have a personal relationship with the new manager and this and that. And I just say it's jealousy because they don't know how to communicate with me, and he's new, and they don't want no one new to like me or take a liking of me, and that's what happened with the distributors. The owner don't like that, and that's why I want to get another job, y'all. It's just so much drama for no apparent reason. Because I really didn't want to go back, but I got to put food on the table. I just felt like that was uncalled for. And I said, like, y'all know better. And I didn't like her attitude because, she could have didn't know how to ask me, but she liked to start a lot of stuff, the owner. Instead of saying, Rashana, or they could have said, well, we'll start helping out more, um, because we know that it do be kind of busy and you do be doing your best and, you're you doing things at home, helping your mom, but I didn't like that. And the owner doesn't know how to communicate because she sees me as she's very intimidated by me, especially being a black woman. And I know people be like, well, race does matter. I don't care what nobody. Race plays a logical role, especially being in these corporate worlds, whatever. See, they're used to black people of looking a certain type of way and having a low vibration. My vibration is high and I have a light behind me. So the owner cannot stand that and she don't know how to take it. Um, I come there dressed. I don't care what people say. I come there dressed and the owner didn't she didn't know how to dress. So she was looking at me and she started trying to, dress because I'm like, yeah, this is a job. It may not be a corporate job, but it is a job for me to get my foot in the door. So I do feel like it is a blockage from her husband, and the old manager of not wanting me to move forward because they don't want me to interact with anybody. And that's why I said I got to get away from there. And but you don't want to pay me. When I do have a conversation with you, you don't have to be nasty or act nasty and saying that I don't ask you. Yes, I do ask you. That's the point of me working. Say, hey, I'm doing this and that. And that's very rude. But I know God moving in mysterious ways. And I know next year is going to be my big one. Um, I just ask God to remove me from the toxic place. Because I never in my life thought I would experience mess like that. And I'm really, really disappointed in the new manager because you don't do that. Why are you showing a text? Because that showed me I can't trust you. That's just a simple text. You don't do stuff like that. Y'all act like little children and y'all just like to start. Y'all shit starters. Excuse my language. And y'all can't talk about black people drama. Y'all act like love and hip hop in the Korean way. There's what's the big deal? Instead of saying, well, we'll do better. Um, Everybody didn't have to get mad and say, well, we do help and this and that. Y'all don't clean the store. Y'all wait till I get there. Y'all think I'm a maid. You don't do that. Everybody supposed to be helping. And that's why a lot of people leave because this is the toxic way of how they carry themselves and they don't carry themselves professional. The owner don't know how to be professional. She just like to start stuff and get jealous. That's why I say if you don't want to be there, you need to go somewhere else. Because she's unhappy with her life. Do I know what's going on in her life? No. And do I care? No, I don't. Because you're negative energy. You don't have to put it out on me because your life is not going the way you want it. Use my glow skin filter. I just don't like when people talk about me, which is a lie, and start stuff behind my back. Like, I cannot trust no one. I don't care. People say, oh, you can trust me. I cannot trust you. That's why I have a wall up. I can't trust nobody. I have to really use discernment. People talk too much and they start stuff. And then people wonder why I do say to myself why I'm quiet because things like that I don't like. I'm not into the messy and I'm just there to do my job and go home. I'm not there to gossip because y'all not my friends. And that's what they're mad about, the owner and the old manager. And the owner husband, he want to flirt and be touchy. I don't do that. I don't do that. That's why they're mad. And I don't gossip with her, the owner talking about everybody else. And I told her, she talked about somebody. I told her that wasn't nice. She looked at me up and down because you're prejudiced, you discriminate, and yes, I am different because my mother brought me up differently, and that's what y'all can't stand, and that's what y'all don't want to understand. I'm not a messy person. That's not my job to be messy or talk about other girls. That's not my place. That made me mad, you guys. That's why I walked out. And then she telling we on the phone. She don't know how to communicate. She using a translator, and they're just talking all over the place. And she gonna say, uh, "Well, that was rude that I walked out." And I'm like, "How that's rude?" Because y'all not listening what I'm saying. You all are just trying to start something with me. Y'all not trying to get the side of my story. Or just say, well, hey, well, we're going to do better of assisting you with customers. And y'all know it's the truth. That's why y'all mad because it's the truth. Yeah, y'all help once in a while, then y'all hog tail. What y'all want me to do? And then when somebody starts stealing, y'all looking at me trying to question me. I don't like that. And trust and believe me, you guys, I have been so stressed because I've been so stressed that I done gained weight again. I done lost it, done gained weight because the job is very stressful. You're trying to be cordial. You're trying to have a positive outlook, and it's not about being nice. You know, you just trying to have a wonderful day because you already got to deal with the customer's bad attitude. Now I got to deal with you all acting stupid. So yes, that's tiresome, and y'all don't know how to communicate, and that's the a lack of source. Cause y'all big headed and thinking that y'all right. You guys are not right. And y'all get mad when people leave. And even their own people talk about them. But yeah, she told me, well, for now on, don't have you're not gonna have a relationship with him. I said, okay. I said, I don't know what kind of relationship y'all think we have. Yes, we talked, but I never went outside. And he shouldn't have been running his mouth, the new manager. And I said, I can't trust you either because you talk too much. You making something so small into a big idea, and you can't play with them because that's how silly they are. You know, I was so upset. Like I had to call my mom. I was on the phone hollering. She said, I talked to you and get home. I said, okay, mom. It just made me upset. And she tried to always, the owner always try to put me in the wrong. No, I'm not in the wrong. Y'all disrespecting me. Y'all talking about me behind my back. And y'all know stuff is really not true. But y'all feel intimidated by me because y'all don't want me to move forward. And that's why I want to leave. Like, I just, like, y'all can have it. And it's just hard to find a job because people not hiring. People don't want to train people. And it's just so much negativity. And it's hard to get remote jobs because I believe they want you to have the experience already. But I just keep praying that a job will come for me. It's just toxic, you guys, and it's just very, very draining, very draining. And it's like I'm back in high school again with this mess of drama, and then I'm acting like I'm Cardi B. Like, am I the drama? Because I know I'm not. Like I stay to myself, and that's what they mad about because I don't communicate with them like that. Because when I do communicate, it's a problem, or I don't ask them and this and that, or they just look over. And I know that it's time for me to move. It's time for me to move up. It's time for me to leave there. But I don't know why I can't find a job. I have the skill sets. I multitask. I assist customers. I assist 50 plus customers a day. But I cannot find a job. 7 years I've been struggling. And it is hurtful because I do want to cry because I don't want to be in that environment anymore because it is draining. It is toxic. They're vampire suckers or whatever you want to call it, succubus. They are. I'm a black American. I'm not African American. I'm a black American. Two different. And it's just like I just keep getting run around. Africans, they have a thick accent. They speak in a different language. Black American is me speaking English like this. Start your own business as a consultant. Courtney, I don't know. I don't know how. That's the thing because when I was trying to do stuff like that by myself, I did things wrong. So I don't know who to go to help. I have ADHD, so I can't really focus, and I don't know. I think ever since I've been working up there, my focus has been completely gone. Um, I can't really concentrate, in other words, and I have so much going on personally with my mom and my grandmother. Like I'm a caregiver, so it's kind of hard for me to like really focus. You used to have a gift in communication, but I just feel like I don't know. I just felt a certain way, you guys, about it. Still, you must stand strong. Don't question yourself. There a job that needs to be done. You can do. Well, I need help, y'all. Y'all be saying because I don't know what direction. Because I've been applying to be a receptionist, but I haven't got anything back. They they sound European. Or what they call proper English. That's what I said, proper English, babes. What are you passionate about? I don't know what I'm passionate about really anymore. I don't know. I thought, with YouTube would be my passion. Speaking my truth and just being open. Um, but I don't know. I don't really know. I know I like to help people. And that's where I do at my current job. Yes, I help customers, with hair, makeup, self confidence, self beauty. So that's why I was trying to see could I get in the medical field, but I know I don't have experience. But I have a experience of being a receptionist, really, because I do take calls, I multitask, and I do all of that. I try to, but it can be very like chaotic. If you are from another country, you will have trouble with finding work in the USA. I was born in the USA. I really do wish I could move, but I don't have the finances, and it's just really depressing being at this job. Um, I just don't know what to do. Um, I just feel like, am I going to be at this job forever? Like I'm 32 years old. I've been there for 11 years, and yes, I've been there for a very long time, and I don't know, like maybe I feel like God is wanting me to see, to not trust people. Like, I don't know, I'm going through a test, I feel like. And He want me to see that you can't trust everyone. Um, they're very phony. People are jealous of what you bring to the table and who you are. They're jealous of your light. Um, I am. So it's just very, I guess, interesting of my life. I had to walk out, and to be honest with you all, I just felt like my words don't matter still because they're gonna act the same way, and the owner is gonna act the same, and it's just very stressing because like I don't even like working on Saturdays. Like today's Saturday, like I really do just want to cut my hours, and that's why I thought, excuse me, that YouTube would be a big financial support for me, and it's not. Unfortunately, my revenue has dropped really a lot. And I don't know, I've been pushing full length videos lately. I try to do like the makeup hacks and lip combos on the weekends, which is Saturday and Sunday. I try to get you guys to know me fully during the weekdays of telling a story or doing my reactions. You guys love very, very much. And my revenue just dropped. And I don't understand. And it's very frustrating. And, a lot of people is like, well, you want to collaborate? Let me tell you this, collaboration is very hard to do. And you have to be on each other's time. And you have to do things that you can do. I do believe in astrology. I don't know much about it. I know I'm a spiritual person. Um, I just don't know what to do, y'all. Because sometimes I just be want to cry. Because I don't have a direction. I'm very confused. And I have asked people to help me. But it's just been, I guess, the wrong people that have been coming in my life that are envious of me, of my light. And I am still stuck at this job, unfortunately. Um, I just been having a really hard time with life. I just feel like life haven't been very kind to me. And, I really do want to get away from this job. It's very depressing and it's very hard. Um, I'm a Scorpio. Um, I just don't know, y'all. It's just very hard to really believe, like, you got this, and it's just like, it gets harder and harder. Like, when I was getting closer to my goal, it's like things just started happening. Because I had to go last year. I'm like, oh, I'm going to leave, this and that. Then he got in office, and it's just like, I just don't know. I have been praying, I've been doing everything, and I haven't got no results. Um, because I'm just mentally, emotionally, and physically tired being at this place, and it's boring, and the owner's very catty, jealous, and insecure, and she take her frustrations out on me. And you don't want to pay me, but you want to pay your people that don't know nothing, but you want me to train them. And that's why everybody's like, you need to get out of here, you need to move up. I've been asking. No one don't want to help me. I gave my number to this lady about 2 going on 3 weeks ago. Haven't heard from her. But it's just like, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna say this too. Option 1666. I am a child of God. I do believe in God. Um, Let me tell you this, because a lot of people get mad because they talk about witchcraft and all of that. Let me tell you this. The whole world is everything is a lie. Christmas and all that, holidays is a lie. Witchcraft, people is doing it, especially in the music industry, right? And it's not about me doing it, it's about me understanding it. I don't do it. I just understand it because I don't know, because sometimes I do see stuff and I don't know, like I'm a spiritual person or whatever. Like I do see stuff and I think about people a week ahead and it comes true. So, but I pray to God every day and I just ask, like, what is it? If I'm doing something wrong or I haven't found my alignment. I have I have made choices you put action to. So I'm tired of people thinking that I'm not making an action. I am applying to jobs, asking around. I think people just feel like I just sit here and not try to do anything. That's the frustrating thing about life. I do, but it's just people are very negative. I am seeking God. So what you're implying? I do seek God. I pray to God. Okay, okay, no problem. I am a loving child of God. I know I have lost faith because I've been let down by so many people, and I don't know why I attract negative people in my life. Um, I just don't understand. This has happened to me since I was a child. Well, option 1666, um, that's your opinion, babes. But I am very protected because a lot of good things have happened to me. But the job has not come forward. And let me say this because I believe in myself. It's a lot of people, they say they are believers of God, and a lot of people are very, it's a saying that the devil was once an angel. So I feel like people who pretend that they are God children are very evil people that have stopped me from what I need to do. So it's not about me astrology and this and that. A lot of people say things. That's your belief, but my belief is stronger. Okay? Um I believe in God. Whether you believe me or not, I do. And I don't like that you say I've been praying to the demons and this and that. Let me tell you this, babes, no. When you have faith and when you pray, I don't have demons around me. It's a lot of negative people out here in the world, okay? A lot of people don't want to see you shine, and which includes my family members. People on the outside that I work out where I work at now. They can't stand how I am, the way I dress, how I carry myself. Okay, you gotta go. I am close to God. I don't care what you're talking about. Option 1666, and you are the sixes. Um, I do have a spiritual connection with God. Whether you believe it or not, everyone is battling. So you talking about do I believe in? You had to the spiritual world. I don't do spells. I don't do none of that. I understand where people are coming from, and sometimes I can just feel it. So I don't know what it is with people with these demons and all of that. I don't do none of that stuff. If it was free will for me, I'm just saying, I'm just speaking to option 1666. If it was option to me, you think if it was free will that I would be doing spells to get where I need to be? No. I don't play and stuff like that. I don't do stuff like that. People are very afraid of that. Like I said, it be people around you who be into things like that wish you negativity, don't want you to succeed. A lot of people just don't know a lot about being a spiritual person. And let me say this: that's option 1666. That's his opinion, but I am different. So you can't speak for me. You don't know me. Just because I say a little bit, you don't know me because you're saying that I'm praying to another a God. That's not true. The thing is that I'm going through a lesson. People who speak like that or say things like that, they are afraid of the unknown, or they are afraid of just things, period. There are some good ones and there are some bad ones. I understand that, but I don't be around the bad ones now. But there's people opinions. And two, I feel like God want me to be vocal and also understand me being spiritual, understand me what's going on in the world. So people say that they are a child of God, and then you look at them, are you a child of God, or it just people like option 1666 be the worst people. I'm not bashing nobody, but I'm just saying because I have met people like that. They pretend that they are a child of God, and then their demeanor, it's just evilness. So you don't know who to believe or what to believe. But I do believe in myself and I believe in God. So the thing is, you do have to have faith and you got to continue on praying. Because the thing is, people don't want to say, you don't know who's looking at you and praying against you. Good morning. So I don't care what people be talking about. Oh, you be believing in astrology and this and that, and that's witchcraft, and you trying to do stuff free will, and you're not, with God. Do you know God yourself? I mean, I'm just saying, like, do you? Because I know God. God has done so much for me. Yes, I am stuck in this job, and this has happened from my family generation to generation to generation. I don't know why. I don't know. It's something that, my grandmother did growing up. I don't know. But it's not me just being evil or not praying God because I'm not making a choice. I have made choices and I have been with God. I'm tired of people trying to make me feel like I'm an evil or a negative person. I'm not. So you want to think that way? Okay, that's fine. That's your opinion, but I don't think that way because I've been protected all this time. So the thing is, I'm really an intelligent person. I'm so tired of people trying to make you feel like you're doing something wrong, you're doing something bad, you're a bad person. No, people are afraid. That's what that is. People are afraid, and like I said, I know God. I know I can't predict my future because things change. Yes, I know that. But I also know I have snakes and I have people that are not for me. They go against me. They talk bad about me. They pray negativity towards me. And that be the people who supposed to be godly. So option 1666, which the three sixes, I don't know about you, but y'all need to stop trying to, I don't know, blame it on astrology. It's not. It's on you guys. Y'all say y'all a child of God. Y'all don't act like it. Like my job, everybody say, "Oh, I'm a child of God," and this and that. But when they money or they materialistic things, they show a whole different side. So please don't tell me what I should do, where I know what I'm supposed to do. I know how I'm feeling, and I have a good spirit in that. That's your opinion. And there's no such thing as free will because you have to do things. Free will meaning people feel like it spells. I don't do that because things still going to change. Everything's not going to be like that. Like you have to put action into things that you want in life, and I have, especially with YouTube, especially with getting my first job that I've been at for a very long time. Cause I just ask God to rebuke the people who's trying to speak over my life, don't want me to be successful, speaking negativity against me. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. But anyway, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my makeup look. Um, and why I left my job on Christmas Eve. And I just trying to understand, why so much negativity has come my way. And there's a lot of women that has talked about this, and I'm not the only one. So it's really good to really see people that talks about life, and they do believe in the same things that I do. and you still have God. I always believed in God, so it's like I never did stop. I had stopped having faith because how people mistreated me and did me. But I know God was there. But I thank y'all so much. Happy Saturday, and I will see you guys on Monday. Please go watch my full length videos that I posted, and I'll see y'all later. Enjoy your weekend. Ciao. And God bless.